This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. You see? And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. He Knows His Sport told you guys, man. But y'all wasn't paying attention. Y'all wasn't listening. Look what happened. Look what the fuck happened. Eddie Hearn and the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. He Knows His Sport told you this was a nosedive of a fight, dog. He Knows His Sport told you this was top ranked strange. Look at Eddie Hearn, way after the fact. He's a new car salesman, dog. He's no different than Bob Arum's old car salesman shiesty motherfucker ways. What did the new car salesman tell you in his new shiesty motherfucker way? The new master to Bob Arum's old master. Kell Brook, we ain't never gonna see him anymore. He didn't back Kell Brook because he didn't want to sit there and lose to the old master. An old master and a new master knows each other because they masters. A shiesty motherfucker knows another shiesty motherfucker because one is an old iteration and the other one's a new iteration. And i.e. Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn didn't back up Kell Brook because he knew Kell Brook was going to take a nosedive. And when He Knows His Sport is telling you this shit in Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, 7 steps ahead of the game, 48 laws of power on that ass, like a turkey, dog, because Thanksgiving's right around the way. Gobble that fucking shit up. Let me say it again. Thanksgiving is right around the way, dog, so like a turkey. Gobble that shit up. Because at its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true fashion is as simple as this. Eddie Hearn didn't back Kell Brook because he knew the bullshit and the fuck shit that was beginning with Top Rank Strange. That's why he left Kell Brook on an island by himself. See, nobody wants to ask these underlying questions, but He Knows His Sport will continue to keep the Tibetan Mastiff unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. Fashion on that ass. Why did Eddie Hearn not back up Kell Brook? It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, Motherfuckers ain't thinking. Because motherfuckers don't use 7 steps ahead of the game, 48 laws of power, Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, mindset, because they don't even understand those dichotomy terminologies, let alone understand the full weight and the gravity of what these terminologies are about. He Knows His Sport is a visionary, dog. He's in seer mode. He's in Batman mode. Remember, Batman with prep time is undefeated, dog. He is flawless. And that's what He Knows His Sport was, because I saw right through this bullshit and this fuck shit for what it was. Look, Eddie Hearn is confirming what He Knows His Sport said. This tells you that He Knows His Sport is always on the thumb and the needle of the damn situation, because I see what the lamest motherfucker can't see. And I'm always going to state what the lamest motherfucker will not state. And anything that motherfuckers is thinking, I have the unmitigated gall to fucking say it. Because I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. This is why He Knows His Sport is the most polarizing YouTuber. This is why He Knows His Sport is the ultimate truth teller and the standard bearer and the trendsetter on fucking YouTube. Because motherfuckers can't stand the fact that He Knows His Sport is always bringing you that what? That heat and that fire. And keeping a foot on the what? On the next. And keeping a foot on the what? On the next. Now we have supposed pedophilic goons trying to come after He Knows His Sport. How does the word pedophilia and goon get intermingled with one another? If you're a pedophile, how the fuck can you be a goon? Woo! What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? And hear me fucking well. How the fuck can you sit here and say that you're a goon or a supposed goon from a so-called black or supposed black community boxing fan base when you're a pedophile? When you're wanted in the state of fucking Texas for fucking pedophilia. You had even members of the so-called black community fan base repulsed by your pedophilic behavior. In so much so that you had to remove a video and put the shit on Patreon. Things that make you say, Things that make you say, and little niggas like that think that they can scare He Knows His Sport. You don't want to bark up this tree, dog. Because if you bark up the Jay-Z's tree, the tree will fall on you, dog. Let me say it again. You don't want to bark up this tree. Because if you bark up the Jay-Z's tree, the tree will fall on you. This is the problem with fake-ass Earl the True Space fans. They didn't want to accept the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth teller fashion. I'm a Tibetan Mastiff. So an Tibetan Mastiff unlimited pressure. Pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. I'm bursting pipes on that fucking ass. So you know what that fucking means? You Rudy pulling your plum brain, your classic dote and your troglodyte, your ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. I'm telling the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion. Hinosis Sport told you. He's a can man, dog. He's the real can man. Because Hinosis Sport can man, anybody can fucking get it. Let me say it again. Anybody can fucking get it. So I'm going to tell the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion. And I don't give a fuck if pedophilic goons think that they can harm a Hinosis Sport. Because how do you mix pedophilia and goon? If anything, that's laughable. And what you don't realize is you're being whored out. You're basically a big-ass glorified whore job. A glorified, used up motherfucker by this so-called black community fan base so they can use you like a fucking pedophilic goon that you are at your truest and your most properest levels. But you're too dodo-headish, you're too brain full of mushes, and you're too brainwashes to see this shit. This is why Hinosis Sport doesn't fall under the prison of so-called black community fan bases, or doesn't fall into the prison of boxing community fan bases. He's an independent contractor. That means I have free reign in my ability and my true alpha extraordinaire, governed by true alpha economics mindset, to say whatever the fuck I want to say. And I don't give a fuck, because I'm a true alpha extraordinaire. I'm governed by true alpha economics. So when I come after you, I come after you. You will feel it. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. Just like we're feeling it with this bullshit ass and fuck shit ass nosedive. Anyone that can't see this shit, then you're a Rudy pulling a plum brain. You're a classic dote and a troglodyte. You're an ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, and you choose to not accept truths. You choose to accept mediocrity and lies, because lies beget fucking lies, just like truth beget truth. Otherwise, if you're not falling your ass up under the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion, then you're falling your ass up under erroneous ways. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. When Hinosis Sport is giving you this Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, 7 steps ahead of the game, 48 laws of power of ass, 48 laws of power in that ass, truth-telling fashion, like a fucking turkey, because Thanksgiving's right around the corner, motherfucker. Gobble that shit up, dog. This was a nosedive of a fight. And look, Eddie Hearn is right behind, like the new master he is, the new car salesman that he is, to basically tell you that Kell Brook would not return. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, I leave with this, dog. When a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Thank you, Michelangelo. Thank you, Maya Angelou. I keeps the foot on the what? On the X. I keeps the foot on the what? On the X. This is Hinosis Sport. Checking out.